Hej och välkommen till Swedish2go och en film till om partikelverb. Here is another video from Swedish2go about phrasal verbs. This one is about the verb hålla. Just like the English language, the Swedish language has a lot of phrasal verbs, partikelverb. Unfortunately, we cannot translate them straight from Swedish to English or vice versa. First of all, a quick repetition and explanation of what a phrasal verb is. Partikelverb är verb med partikel. It's a verb in a phrase. Betoning på partikel. We have the emphasis, the strong pronunciation on the particle. And what's a particle? It can, for example, be a preposition or an adverb. Partikel kan exempelvis vara preposition och adverb. Partikelverb har en annan betydelse än samma verb utan partikel. When a verb becomes a phrasal verb, it gets a total new meaning. And this is important to remember. Today we're looking at the verb hålla, which, when it's not a phrasal verb, means hold. And the tense of this verb is irregular. We can look at it. The imperative form, håll. Infinite form, hålla. Present tense, håller. Past tense, we call that preteritum. Höll. Note that the vowel is changing, and that makes it irregular. Supinum, hållit. The supine form is hållit. So the first phrasal verb we're looking at, partikelverb, is hålla med, and this means to agree. Jag håller fullständigt med dig is an example. I completely agree with you. Jag håller fullständigt med dig. Listen to my focus, that my pronunciation is strongly on the particle, which is med. Hålla ihop is keep together. Margareta håller fortfarande ihop med den gamla alkoholisten. Margareta is still keeping together with the old alcoholic. So this can mean keep together in a crowd or keep together with someone you're in a relationship with. Hålla igång is to stay active. Många håller igång genom att promenera. Many people stay active by walking. Hålla på. Well, I don't really have a translation word for you here, and that's because this is a phrasal verb we use when in English you quite often use the ing form on your verb. Let's look at some examples instead. Jag håller på och städar. In English that would be I am cleaning. Sara håller på att studera hårt inför tentan. Sarah is studying hard for the test. And tenta is a test in a university level. Vad håller du på med nu för tiden? What are you doing nowadays? Vad höll du på med när jag ringde? What were you doing when I called? So note that this hålla på is in Swedish used instead of the English ing form. Hålla igen is to eat less, kind of a diet. Oj, vad mycket jag väger. Jag har inte hållit igen på länge. Oh, how much I weigh. I have not been dieting in a long time. This is kind of a weird translation, but hope you get the idea of it. Hålla av means to like someone. Farfar höll verkligen av min farmor hela livet. And if you have paid attention to all these examples, then you can see that the word order, it is not necessarily that the verb in the phrase has to stay together with the particle. Hålla ut is to stand something and not give up. Ge inte upp, håll ut hela vägen in i mål. Ge inte upp, håll ut hela vägen in i mål. This is maybe said to, for example, a marathon runner. And the first sentence, ge inte upp, well, there's another example of a phrasal verb. But thank goodness, this one can actually be translated straight to English, give up. Hålla i is to hold on to something. Håll i stegen så den inte trillar, är du snäll. Hold on to the ladder so it doesn't fall. And this last part, är du snäll, is when the English person would use please. So instead, let's say it like this. Please hold on to the ladder so it doesn't fall. Håll ut och ge inte upp i dina svenskstudier. Håll igång din svenska tunga. These are my recommendations to you when you study Swedish. And please write your questions or comments, or if you have more phrasal verb examples with this verb hålla here on YouTube. And much more Swedish can be learned as a Swedish2go member, and you just simply visit our website. Välkommen!